Hello guys, good morning once again and happy Easter holiday. It is a beautiful day once again here, and as you can see I'm getting ready to head to the 65 acres of land where we're having the goat project and also planting some maize. So today I'm going to record a couple of videos and update you guys on it as well. But it's yesterday it was trying to rain, but it didn't rain here in Brekum. Hopefully it rained in Serkwa, so I'll be heading over there and checking that out. Today we're going to be talking about how to acquire a land in Ghana. If you want to buy a land in Ghana, what are the process? What have my experience been ever since I moved from the US to Ghana? And so on and so forth. What is the procedure and what kind of land are you looking for? So we're going to talk about that today before I head to the farm. But before that, I want us to take care of some logistics. Once again, I know you guys are always talking about the time, open more time. It's hard, guys. Like, I've tried my best to go about 2 hours, 30 minutes to give that time on Zoom to talk to you, because I have so many other things to do. Like, I can't go beyond 2 hours 30 minutes. So please try your best. If you go today and you don't see a slot available, check the next day, right? And then this holiday I was able to open most of it, so you can go there and check. But I can't do more than 2 hours 30 minutes each day. It's a lot of my time and I have a lot of stuff to do. So please bear with me. And if you have short questions, just put it on WhatsApp and I will try and respond to you. But if you want to talk more and so on, then click on the link in the description and I'll be able to answer all those questions for you. The next thing is, so we have different series of videos coming, how to start a poultry farm, where we are going very details. So that is going to start coming this week. Now you can see I'm trying to upload every single day, every evening, between 5 to 7 I upload a new video for you guys to enjoy. And I know you're loving it. I see the comments. Wow, guys, like it's amazing. Thank you so much for all the comments. To me, it's sort of the only way I engage with you guys. When you comment on the videos and when you're able to tell me what you think, whether it's helping, whether it's being inspirational, is one of the words that I'm seeing a lot. And I know you guys like the honesty and the information that I'm providing. So I pray for life, and I will continue giving you all the best information that I can on everything that I'm doing, guys. So thank you very much for the support. I know there is still a lot of people out there who haven't seen this video. This morning I was reading some of the comments, and about 5 people out of maybe 20 comments were like, I just found your video, guy, and this is amazing. You're the only channel that's providing this information, and so on and so forth. So guys, let's continue and share, right? If you have friends on Facebook, if you have a Facebook page, try your best. Let's share this video. Let's just copy the link and drop it in a page on a WhatsApp group. Let's share it so that people, especially those living abroad who needs this information more, because you can't go to an Italian farm and be able to get the information you need in Ghana. People in Ghana can come to my farm, can go to other farms and get that information. So please, let's post it in our WhatsApp groups. Let's post it in our Facebook group. Let's tell our friends about it so that they can all enjoy the benefit of this video and all the content that I'm producing out there, right? So thank you very much, guys, and I'll keep on and try my best to always bring you information that's very important and that can help you. So thank you all for all the support, and I hope you had a beautiful Easter. Coming to today's topic. So today we are talking about land, how to acquire a land in Ghana. Right, so acquiring a land in Ghana, I'm not sure about the other African country yet, but I know it's a very controversial thing to do. It's very risky, and if you don't take care, it could be the downfall of your encouragement even to start a project in Ghana. because you can't start your project without a land, whatever it is. You know, you need a place. And if that is becoming difficult, then how much more the project, right? So I'm here to give you guys some tips and experiences that I have gone through about getting a land in Ghana. So over my entire span, I think I bought my first land when I was 20 years. And since then till now, individually, I think I've bought over 20 lands from different people. Individually, either one plot, either 1 acre, 2 acres, 5 acres, 6 acres, 7 acres, right? And I think where was my inspiration from? Around 2006, Pastor Mensa Otabel from ICGC Church, right? He did a series that he did at my church called Generational Thinker. That was the topic of that message, generational thinker. And what does it mean? He was talking about how we should build wealth and stuff and acquire things for the next generation. He talked about so many things, you know, to the point of, you know, when you put something on the floor, you eat and you put the plastic on the floor and the next person comes to pick it, you're not thinking about the generation that's coming to pick it, you know. And he's talking about land, having lands and being able to leave lands for. So it really stuck with me. And ever since then, I decided I was going to get myself a land by then. So I bought my first one plot. And then I started, you know, thinking about projects and buying. And the first mistake that I did was maybe I didn't have the capital then, but I didn't buy one big plot. So I was buying 3 acres, I was buying 4 plots, I was buying, you know, I was buying it so randomly. So I ended up having so many pieces of plots all over, right? And I'm like, geez, now that I want to do projects, if I dig water here, I have to go to the other place and dig water. If I put security here, I have to go and put security there too. And that was impossible. And that's why last year I decided I'm not going to buy any land that is not above 50 acres. And I set on that journey, and then it actually came through where I was able to buy bigger land, and now I have a whole land of about 90 acres that I'm now going to focus on and use it for my project. So that's just by the way. But how am I acquiring this land? What are the sources? Is the government selling land? Is there an agency that sells land? So if I look at buying a land, right, I look at it in 3 ways, right? In 3 ways in Ghana. First of all, I have never heard the government selling land. The land belongs to the chief in the community, I would say, but indirectly also belongs to the family that have been farming on the land since ages, right? So if you want to purchase a land, there are 3 ways you can go by it. So number 1 is you can go by the chief. So you get to a community, you go to the chief and you say, I want to do so and so project in this community, therefore I'm looking for a land. And the chief will say, wow, this project is going to offer employment and this and that, so give me a minute or give me a few weeks, I will look for a land and I will call you. And if the chief, you know, whenever the chief or the queen mother comes to the throne, the community actually has to give them a land to manage the stool with. So if those land still exist and they haven't sold it all, they can easily give you a portion of that land. Aside that, if the chief himself within his family has a land, he's also able to contact the family and sell that land to you. But aside these 2 options, any land that the chief probably is going to give you, he is going to seek for a family that already have a land and say, I know you're cultivating your crops on this land, but we have a project coming in and somebody willing to buy. How much will you sell that land to the people? And the chief will sort of be a middleman between you and the family and negotiate and then bring it to you. Right? So those are the 3 ways the chiefs can get a land. The second way you can get your land is by going straight away to the family that owns a land. Even if the family owns a land and you found them, they still have to consult the chief or get the chief's sort of signature on the paperwork. We'll talk about paperwork later, but you can also buy straight from the family, and the family will rather involve the chief without you going to the chiefs or the elders directly. The only issue with that is finding a family that owns the land could be difficult if you don't have any connection inside the community or even know the family yourself. How would you know that this land belongs to this family or that family so that you're going to go contact them? One of the great things that I have done and been successful is use media, right? So I will use the radio, I will use the information centers and say, I'm looking for a land between 50 to 90 acres. If anybody has one, should come and leave their contact here. And that's how I've been able to purchase some of my lands through families, right? And then the third option is either you're buying it from somebody like me who have purchased the land and now wants to sell, right? Or a real estate agent who have actually purchased the land from the chief or from a family and is selling it on a commercial base. So that means that we were not like the first generation of the land. We've purchased it and now we are selling it to you on profit, whatever. But so these are the three mainstream. They all have their pros and cons. The chiefs can sell a land to you. There have been complaints about chiefs selling lands to maybe about 2 or 3 people, allegations about that. I'm sure you guys know better. You have gone through that. And if you have, please write in the comments, what have your experience been buying a land? Has it been through a chief? Has it been through a person who owns it? Has it been through the family or somebody who bought it and selling? So a chief, somebody who bought it and sold it, or through a family. And that's the 3. So write your comments there. I know most of you watching me have purchased a land either through this video or already or thinking about purchasing a land. Let's share it so that all the comment readers can see what is happening, can see what your experience has been. This is just an experience from one person, right? So please share yours as well. But yeah, I think I'm not going to go deep into all these challenges because I'm sure you are aware of them, that they could sell the land to you, and if you don't develop it, they will sell it to another person, or they might actually not own the land. So when you're buying the land from a family member, mostly it's very complicated because the family might be in a huge size. For example, one land that I bought belongs to a family, a women of 3. Their husband gave it to them, and women of 3, one gave birth to 2 children. The other one didn't give birth. The third one gave birth to 9 children. All these women have passed away. So now their children are selling it. So with this case, I needed to involve all the children. So the 9 plus 2, 11 plus 1 is 12. I needed to bring all the 12 children on the table and start this discussion with them to make sure they are all on board. When I'm giving them money, I'm giving it to all of them, right? And they're all present, they all sign on the paper. So that tomorrow, because all these 12 children have children and grandchildren, right? So if you don't get all of their signature, one of them's child can come and say, hey, my dad's signature is not on this land. That means we didn't get some of the money, and come for another money, or even cause you trouble, or you can't have your piece on that land. We wish that the lands were structured so that you could go to an office, a land is dedicated to you, you sign, it's through the government, everything. I know the government of Ghana is working on something like that, and I can't wait because it will solve a lot of problem. Yes, it might be probably more expensive, but you're secured and you have a peace of mind when you're buying such a land, right? But at the moment, it is what it is. So we have to also find better ways to get it at affordable and also reliable and safe land, right? But one general rule that I can give to anybody who wants to buy a land is make sure you don't pay the full amount. Make sure you don't pay the full, even if you pay the remaining or they are asking for the full amount, at least give them 1 week to pay the rest. You can pay all the way to 70%. That's the maximum I will do. And I'll say, give me 1 week. If you give me 6 months, I will take. If you give me 1 year, I will take. But I will ask for as many months as I can to give you the rest of the payment. And if you don't agree and you want instant cash, then I'll go for 1 to 2 weeks. Please, before you pay for a land, make sure that you have either a bulldozer or a wheel loader, depending on the size of land. If it's small, that you have a team already available to go and work on the land. Don't buy a land and don't leave it there and go back. My strategy is, the moment I purchase the land, I send my wheel loader and they start clearing the land. And I even start clearing the land from the borders. So I don't clear in the middle. I will go and clear all where the boundaries are, where you showed me. And the moment I finish clearing it, I wait. If there is any trouble, if you gave me somebody's plot, if the border went deeper into somebody's plot, if yours was only 5, but you sold me 10 because the other 5 belongs to somebody, when I do the demarcation at the border, I'm able to, if there is any trouble, the person will come out. I had the same experience with my 95 acres, right? When I did the border marking, on my right hand side, the guy came all the way. I think the next day, I said, hey, this portion doesn't belong to your owner. I'm not sure why you're clearing it. And he said that's where it is. That is added to it. So that moment I stopped. I used my meter. I measured that area that the guy said it belongs to him. It was 2 acres. So I went to my landlord and I said, 2 acres of your money is not going to be given to you until that issue is solved. But if I had already paid full amount of that land, it would have been gone. So please make sure you clear your land or you do something on the land the moment you make payment, some part payment, and then wait, because if there is a case, people will come. And make sure you do something very significant that people will see. Don't just go and read something small. They will think that, oh, maybe somebody, the landowners have given it to somebody to farm or something. Do something significant. So consider all that money or plan for that money before you pay for the land. If you're not ready to do something significant, you might not see what is yet to come. It is very frustrating when you have a land ready to start your project and people start coming in with troubles and problems. The people will mind you. They will just give you excuses and so on, right? So guys, I think this is an advice that will cut across. The land issue, I don't think we are ever going to stop it till the government actually brings in a better law and the structures that we need to be able to acquire farmland and to also acquire residential plots. And at this moment, it is what it is. But I know it is difficult. I know it is frustrating. But without it, we can. And I know we need to buy it because, as I always say, you know, God is not going to create any more land. So whatever we have is what we are going to use and manage, right? So it's better you get a land now, and as you're thinking about your project, you know. And I think by the grace of God, everything will be fine. So I wish you all the best. And if you need any assistance, please let me know. I'm happy to help. But thank you guys for always being a blessing and watching this video. Stay blessed.